Hello, comrades. So, I was stumbling across the internet looking at war songs from World War II. Yeah, the usual. That's when my mouse cursor landed on this uh, channel named Comrade Red 2020. Now, on the surface, this channel is pretty weird. With I mean the channel banner is literally what I can describe as a street battle between armed civilians and the military. But past that are the videos, which we are going to go through today. So let's not waste any time and jump right straight into them. Comrade Red's first couple of videos are clips from parades and shows, and they're all low quality, and the music is nice. Wait, the music is nice, but the only thing that interests me is that they were posted in 2006 and 2007, which is pretty amazing considering YouTube was created in 2005, 1 year before Comrade Red started posting. So that, but after this, he would start posting flash animations, and this is where things get really interesting. So let's get VARP 1 American Student starts with a screen filled with an edited Newgrounds logo and quotes which read RSFP, the Red Star Flag Project, awards this flash the banner of the 21st century, the banner of efforts. The Soviet Newgrounds tank commanding from the left points to the right. Left is right! Kazuya Shop. Loading. Banner of the 21st century. Banner of efforts. Banner of the 21st century. Banner of efforts. Jesus, Buddha, and Allah, Mother Nature, Visha, Ra are watching us all. But it is up to each soul to change the world for the better. And that does matter are the words in this letter: solidarity, courage, will, and leadership, freedom, democracy, peace, and help others in need, comrades. Kashusha. After this, there is the intro screen showing I'm guessing, the channel's former name before Comrade Red and the title of the video. Script by Kuza, animations by Kuza, background Perma, Kuza, music by Emma, Palco, Green Day. I have been inspired by a dream. We are then presented with two characters named Varp and Verk. They are also standing in front of an ancient Aztec temple while eerie religious music plays in the background for some reason. There is text that reads Varp and Burp. Each person has a set of qualities and beliefs. A character of each person consists out of many elements. Varp and Burp are best friends. There is only one difference that divides them. Varp prefers to help others, while Verp preserves to help himself. Each person characteristics consist of good and bad, out of Varp and Verp. Now they will show you why are they proud of themselves. Who are you closer to, Varp or Verp? Like the text suggested, we go through Varp's and Verk's traits, which starts with Verk. Verk is greedy. His greed harms others. Verk is a thief. He profits off others for profit. Holy, Varp is corrupt. For money he allows anything. Varp is treacherous. He will stay friend as long as there is a game. The time has come to backstab you. What do you mean? Vark is egoistic. He leaves his friend behind. Help me, Vark! Forget it. Vark is nationalistic. My nation is superior and everyone else's. Must serve us. Vark is sadistic. Holy... Oh my. Vark is racist? Vark is dumb. I don't need friends. I have money. Money is more important. Vark is a liar. Hi, comrade. I'm also accomplished. Let us be best friends. I'll never betray you. Then there are Varp's traits. Varp is humanitarian, helping and sharing with others. Varp is brave. Varp is self-sacrificing. I will protect you. Varp is friendly. Hi, everyone. Varp is loving. True love is endless. Varp is honest. Dad, I must admit I believe in communist ideas. Varp is loyal. We stand together. Varp is caring. Friend, will I die? No, you will survive. I don't think so, Varp. I don't really think he'll survive. Varp is democratic. Let us vote. The majority will decide. Either we go out to dance and drink, or we stay here and have a party with free beer. Varp is patriot. No matter how much pain I will suffer, I will defeat my country from fascists. Varp believes in equality. Everyone must have equal rights and equal opportunities. Varp respects life. A true communist respects all life and will not commit unnecessary killing. Sometimes it is necessary to save the lives of your family, friends, or yourself by killing a murderer. Nonetheless, murder is a crime against humanity. After showing why Verk is la bad and Varp is la wholesome, we get a slide saying, Finn, get ready for more Varp, and next time, Finn, get ready for more Varp next time in the Socialist Republic. Get ready, Finn, get ready for more Varp and next time in the Socialist Political DDR. Well, I can't wait. Well, I can't wait for, but my thoughts on what I just watched is, it's really a part of its time, with all the unnecessary gore, Comic Sans text, and poor visual quality that plagued early 2000s Flash animations. But as I said, I can't wait for the next video. So let Varp 2 starts like Varp 1, with a screen filled with the same edited Newgrounds logos and various quotes that state RSFP, the Red Flag Star Project, awards this Flash the banner of the 21st century, the banner of efforts. Let us help each other. Let's bring a smile to everyone. Car shop loading. Banner of the 21st century, banner of efforts, banner of the 21st century, banner of efforts. For the Solitariat. Which means for solidarity, by the way. Anyways, intro slide, yada yada. This Flash is dedicated to Germans and Austrians. Script Kinzu, animation Kinzu, background Kinzu, music by DJ Usa Wissen. We start with a scene of buildings in the sunset, with our view being lowered to the ground. Then, while someone is singing in the background, we see a girl stuck on the curb in the middle of the road. With cars driving fast on the road, she has no way to escape. That's until good old Varp comes and saves the day by stopping the cars on the road from driving by asserting his dominance. Then he guides her safely off the road, I think. We then get a shot of two people at the park, enjoying the pink leaves flying through the sky. Then we see an East German Tarbot that's flashing its lights. We then see a tram going through the city, when suddenly this guy jumps on it because he's stupid. But luckily, Varp's here to save the day by catching this guy while he's on the train and says to the man, March Deech Nurdik Norchik Witch, which translated to English, stop rolling on train, idiot! Anyways, after this, we see a couple enjoying the sunset. Let like we did at the beginning of the video. There, we see a lost child, all alone in the night town at night, and her mother in distress. But as always, Varp is there to save the day and return the child to her mother. We then see a couple enjoying the stars in the sky. Returning to the child, it seems Varp's acts of kindness inspired her to be like Varp and join the East German police force. She proceeds to help the elderly by carrying bags and kill rich people. Wait, what happened to communists respecting all life? What? But I guess when it's the rich people, it's different. I'm starting to see some bias here, Comrade Red 2020. After that, we see signs that says defeat your greed in multiple languages. Well, I guess killing rich people is one way to defeat greed. Then Varp waves us goodbye and says, Ich watch each allies guten Kazakh, which translates to, I wish you all the best, comrades. My thoughts, it was a nice video. Some funny moments. It had a really great message except at the end. Oh, what? This Varp in La Habaika? Well, color me a doozy. I'm excited to get into the next video. So let's The next video is an animated rendition of the Cuban anthem La Bob Somnosa. The music video is nice, and the art is great. But one thing I'm still wondering is, from this video's tab, there's no mention of Barb. And La Habata give me the impression that he either didn't make it for whatever reason, or it's lost in media, which is la sad. Anyways, on to. We start with a Newgrounds-esque loading screen for one frame, then switches to the text saying, it is the 10th anniversary of the Socialist Constitution of the European Union. Sure, buddy. Sure, I'm sure the EU is very socialist. Then it shows us a scene of the European capital cities, which in order are Brussels, the EU's and Belgium's capital; London, the capital of the United Kingdom of Britain and Northern Ireland, with Massive Marlin in the background. Hi, Massive Marlin. Paris, the capital of France, with the Eiffel Tower in the background, which has a red star on the top of it for some reason. Capital, Berlin, the capital of Germany. Hey, are those people red? Holy shoot, they're everywhere. Anyways, we see Wien, the capital of Austria, which in English is Vienna. Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. And there's a crowd of red people standing outside of the city. Can someone call the police? Bresta, the capital of Slovakia. Then Hungary. Holy moly! I think they're causing a riot. Victor, do something! And Warsaw, the Polish capital. We then see these red people celebrating by waving their arms left and right, or raising their fists up and down, while colorful fireworks happen. Then we then see that all the capitals again in a new building, which may be the HQ of this socialist EU. Oh, what a jump scare! Anyways, we see stars and bells moving about. Then a red flag on a pole flying through the wind. Then bells and stars again. The flag with stars flowing down. The EU's HQ with stars falling down. Fireworks. A hand holding the torch. Lit fireworks. Set fireworks. Fireworking all over the place. A bunch of tools which form the USSR's and the East German Republic's national emblems. And a book which is probably meant to represent the socialist constitution of the EU. And then 5 big red stars with the red one in the middle. And with that, the song and video comes to an end. You know, I gotta say, apparently Comrade Red thought it was that the ending was so good that he had to play it twice. Or it was a technical issue. I'm thinking the former. And as the music draws near, so does the video. And this time, the video actually ends. Anyways, my thoughts. So, nice animation. 2-minute rip people. The art and music was nice, but the ending kinda weirded me out. Anyways, next video, it has Varp and Verk in it. So, the video starts with Bart playing a trumpet. Let's go. In a poncho and sombrero in front of a crowd, who then sings the song La Coruba. Not long after this, Verk, who's a cockroach, is chasing a dollar bill. Then Verk does a little shake and sings La Carocha with a Varp. Varp plays with some maracas, and Verk is squirming on the ground like the cockroach he is. Then Varp taunts Verk, the dollar bill, and the song ends with Verk squirming on the ground. But then the video glitches out and the audio gets distorted when the title card shows up. Well, I would like to quote from a comment that perfectly describes my feelings after watching this. Really, in my life, have I ever had to sit down and really think to myself, what did I subject myself to? I also found a comment translating the lyrics, which goes like this. The cockroach can't walk anymore. Because it's lacking marijuana to smoke. Then he explains that later in the song, the cockroach gets eaten by birds. So, do with that what you will. Anyways, in the description wick, I barely read most of the time, it states that Barb and Burke were performing a charity concert in Mexico. How nice! Singing the Mexican song La Corocha. Barb wanted to donate the money to an orphanage, but Burke, the greedy little Verky, wanted to steal all the money to buy luxuries. Greedy Verk. But luckily, Vark correctly punished Verk by an animation video of a song about two stars talking about Earth. I didn't really find much to say about it. Wait, are those green people? Another animation video of a song, but this time it's about, you guessed it, the Chinese New Year. Again, not much to say about this video, except how every human being looks like a doll. How the main character looks like she's doing the gritty, and this moment right here. So the video Okay, so this is again an animated video, 3 times in a row. I know. And it's about everyone is plotting against the Soviet Union. I guess 3rd time's the charm, because this one's a bit interesting. It starts with an unflattering depiction of certain ministries and producers. The song calls the workers to listen, as the whole world is. The song goes to tell the workers and peasants to arm themselves with sickle and hammer wand guns? Okay, I didn't know we were getting to fantasy. But, anyways, against the fascist bandits' armies, and to set fire to their hearts, which turns these bugmen into communists. The song then states that this is a war against the world leaders, and the Comrade Red depicts the nations of the USA, UK, France, Japan, and Nazi Germany as the world leaders, all united in the war against the Soviet Union. Because, as we know, the USA and Japan had such a great relationship, and it's common knowledge that Britain and France were friends with Germany, so much so that they had 2 wars against each other. Anyways, the song goes into how they want to poison the hearts of the revolution. Oh, look, AK-47s! And when, I rewatched this video for the 3rd time, I noticed something. The animation depicts everyone outside of the Soviet Union to be disgusting bug people, which is pretty dehumanizing and xenophobic. And also, coincidentally, the people inside the Soviet Union all have blonde hair. This song talks about how there's a grand worldwide conspiracy to take down a nation. Really reminds me of something. And what does the song mean, a war against the world leaders? Who are these world leaders? Because I have a feeling it's not just the bunch of nations that they depict. The leg position really reminds me of a certain salute. I'm starting to think the feeling that Comrade Red is more of a Burke than he's letting on. Anyways, I don't think Comrade Red is secretly a Nazi. Or do I? Nah, I don't. Anyways, my thoughts on the video is, nice animation, 8 out of 10. I thought the bugs looked really cool, and after skipping some videos of Comrade Red launching fireworks and translating his Socialist Soviet World Republic video in Russian, Spanish, and Chinese, he means to make a video I've been waiting to review for a while now, due to, well, you'll see. The video starts with establishing shot. Oh, JK, no, it doesn't actually. It starts with a red screen with all the too familiar Keizo shop logos. It takes that states Korean text. United Korea. Korea's one. Anyways, we soon get to see a classroom full of cat people. Add that one to the list. We focus on this cat lady here for a brief moment. Then we focus on this cat guy. Then, Cat Girl proceeds to leave in the middle of class. Is she stupid or something? Students are all morons! We cut to Cat Girl having a nice stroll outside with the Cholia monument and comic blocks in the background. Cat Guy then skedaddles past Kim Il-sung's memorial statue. He starts stomping towards the cat girl with the most angry expression a cat person could have, I think. When he reaches her, he immediately changes his expression and begins to have a conversation with her, widening his smile after he's done talking. We flip perspectives, and Cat Guy starts talking again, saying, "Hi, do you want to be my friend?" Cat Girl is surprised by this, and then shakes her head, rejecting Cat Guy's offer of friendship, and walks away. He is saddened by this and cries a bit before walking alone in the rain. We all been there, buddy. Later in the night, he sleeps in this oddly blue bed and dreams about Catgirl, which, okay, I think you're taking this a bit too far. Morning comes, and Catgirl walks past Kim Il-sung's statue, with Cat Guy running close behind her past the Manchukuo Grand Monument. And I'm starting to get the feeling that Comrade Red is using these scenes to show off North Korea's monuments. Oh yeah, this story takes place in North Korea, by the way. We then see Cat Girl walk into a public bus. Cat Guy bangs on the bus window to get her attention. He then, in a public bus, holds a sign that says, "I love you." First off, how did this escalate from "I want to be your friend" to "I love you"? And second, I don't think it's a good idea to admit your feelings for someone in a public area, especially when the person is in a bus where there's a bunch of passengers who know your feelings now for someone, and the person you're reciprocating doesn't really have a lot of time to respond, as the bus usually only waits 10 minutes or less at a bus stop, which I believe is not enough time to form a true response, especially when they arrive late. Catgirl is of course surprised by this, but then smiles and blushes, which, okay, Cat Guy, I guess you're right. Forget what I said. We then to see Cat Girl pass a monument I don't know the name of, and then cuts to her sleeping in her blue bed. We then see her dreaming. Oh, come on! It's now Wednesday, my dudes. Whoa, back to school, guys and girls. We see Cat Girl and Cat Guy thinking about love. Cat Girl turns to Cat Guy and says, "Hey, let's go home together after school." No, we see them both walking side by side together. Cat Girl then tells Cat Guy, "I noticed you for a long time before you talked to me." "Why didn't you talk? Didn't you talk to me on Monday?" "I was too shy, so I ran away." Bullshit! You're telling me that him holding a sign confessing his love to you on a public bus was fun, but him asking for you to be his friend in private is too much? Okay, yeah, sure. Just typical romance logic. Then they smile at each other with the torch of Juche in the background. Yeah, don't think I didn't see that there. Don't think I didn't see it. They hold hands and look at the sunset. Holy moly, T-post battle! Rainbow, cat guy, you're wrong direction, buddy. There you go. We then see them at a restaurant, eating meatballs, I think, and watching a date parade, which is standard. Is that a United Korea flag? Uh-oh, someone is not gonna be happy. The story ends with Cat Guy giving a cat girl a bouquet of flowers, and them kissing. My thoughts. Good animation and art style. 9 out of 10. The plot is a bit illogical, but this is raw romance, and I don't care, so it's whatever. I like how Comrade Red depicts the monuments of North Korea. Anyways, on to the next. The animation starts with it's an animation about a song about how Lenin's words creates peace, army, houses, and among other things. Man, I wish my words did that. An animation rendition of Eine Waffen gegen Hitler. This was actually the first video ever from Comrade Red 2020 channel that I watched. And it's the main reason I found this channel. Art The art is solid. Layer animation, solid. Hitler is depicted as a dog for some reason. What else can I say? Another barf video? Oh, it's only 28 seconds long, but it's warp, so it doesn't matter. So let's watch this.
Die Partei, die hat immer recht und Genossen, es bleiben dabei. Denn wer kämpft.
What are you doing, Dirk? Barb, I have to ask you something. What? What do you think about our fatherland? I think the same as you do. If that's true, it is my duty to arrest you.
Well, Comrade Red, really, you really improved the skill. The animation is so smooth. The anime art is nice. And voice acting. Wow, you know, even though this is the last Varp and Verk video on Comrade Red's channel, I'm glad he was a short and simple skit. All in all, good job, Comrade Red. Anyways, on to his last video. The final video, which was about celebrating the 100th anniversary of the October Revolution, or the revolution that started the Soviet Union, which is a fitting topic for Communist Channel's last video. Comrade Red made two versions, one in German and one in English. I choose to watch the English one because I hate Germans! FDR.
Command of the
USA.
little known fact.
I solved the Great Depression. The video starts by explaining the injustices in the world before the October Revolution, like unfair wages and unfair work hours, child labor, discrimination against women and minorities. Then, the world changed forever, impacting everyone, including you. This event was none other than the Great Socialist Revolution, which was the greatest revolution in human history. It raised living standards, gave rights to worker, minority, woman, and created direct democracy through Soviets. Should we tell him? And led revolutions across the world, which these revolutions even shifted right-wing parties more left. Should we tell him? It then talks about how heroes have fallen for a better world, and now, even though the revolutionary steam train has had a few setbacks, it's unstoppable. Buddy, I think that revolutionary train has lost steam many years ago. Then the video shows a list of all the reforms the Soviet Union passed. Number 1, peace, which at first, yeah, but do remember the Soviets did start the Polish-Soviet War by clashing with the newly created Polish state, and the Soviet Union declared war on the independent states of Ukraine, Estonia, Latvia, Belarus, and Lithuania. Number 2, land for peasants. True, until they were forced to give up these lands to collective farms in 1929. 3, 8-hour workday. True. 5, healthcare, free healthcare. True. 4, wage increase. True. 6, free education. True. 7, social insurance. True. 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 Until Stalin recriminalized it in 1933. True. And true. Wow, the Soviets were pretty progressive. It's too bad that they ruled as a one-party dictatorship. The video goes on to list all the revolutions in the world. Succeeded. Though revolutionary and socialist in nature, the new Mexican government mostly ignored the people's rights part of the Constitution and ran essentially a one-party dictatorship under the PRI. The communist side lost. The revolution failed due to crackdowns. Lasted only a few weeks. They failed due to incompetence and decline, which led to a fascist coup, putting Benito Mussolini in charge. Succeeded. Failed due to a combination of low popular support, government incompetence, and an invasion from Romania. Succeeded but did not lead to a socialist government, but a kingdom. Again, succeeded, but led to a kingdom, not a revolutionary government. Succeeded. Led to social changes, but was very racist towards black people in nature. True, but in 1936 the army would revolt, leading to the Spanish Civil War, which the socialists would lose. What if the war was communist? social welfare is a good thing.
It tore me apart. But I learned an important lesson. You can't count on anyone.
Collapsed in 1991 due to the government incompetence and ethnic divides. It's true that in the Indian constitution it declares a socialist state, that India is a socialist state, but India has moved away from socialism and more towards a market-based economy now. True, but China has reformed from a communist economy to a mixed one at best. True. Gets cooped in 3 years. True. Corrupt and led the country into a dictatorship. He was actually a really good president. A pretty good president, but was a bit corrupt. From what I've heard, she's alright. At the end, Comrade Red instructs the viewers to defend their freedoms and work together to stop injustices in the world and to never give up. And with that is the end of the final video of this channel. And for my thoughts on the video, well, there isn't really much to say from what I've said. But hey, it was never about the videos, but the friends we made along the way. Well, this was a strange journey. From our ups and downs, our varps and varks, those red people, to the last video on the channel. We can finally close this chapter in internet history. Wait, it's not over yet? Yeah, apparently, Comrade Red 2020, whose name is actually Connects, made his own website called worldrepublic.forum.com. From what I've gathered, its purpose is for Kazakh to share his animations and discuss topics with fellow socialists. But what's more important is that on the discussion about where Kazakh lives, someone posted links to his Newground videos. Now, it should come to no surprise that Kazakh has a Newgrounds account due to his usage of the Newgrounds logo in his early videos, and everyone has a Newgrounds account these days. Now, most of his videos, or movies, on Newgrounds as they're called, are the same videos that are from his YouTube channel. With the exception of his videos talking about a game he made called Adron Wars, which looks interesting. So, if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will make a video on Adron Wars. Anyways, something more interesting is Kazakh's news posts, in which we learn that he's, in 2011, and I believe that's the latest post he did, he lives in Shanghai, China, with his wife, and that he's given letters to the department that deals with internet censorship to unblock Newgrounds, which works, so good for him. And from evidence I've collected, I think Kazakh is from Austria, but I could be wrong, so take that with a grain of salt. And now, with that out of the way, we can finally end the video. Wait, there's something you haven't heard. Apparently, the videos that Comrade Red created can be interpreted that they show an alternate universe where the world revolution was achieved. Let me explain. Basically, in this world, everything up until the October Revolution is the same. But when the October Revolution does happen in 1917, instead of leading the Soviet Union normally, just like a human being, in this timeline, Lenin has max charisma to convince all of the Russian state to join him, preventing a civil war from breaking out, convincing people all around the world to revolt against their rulers. And he also has the powers to make things like armies and buildings from his words. For the people of the former Russian state's loyalty to him, when he ascends to power, he transforms them into the proletariat men. People who have blonde hair and are more productive than the regular human in every way. This makes nations outside the Soviet Union very jealous, and this envy would transform them into these world leaders and peoples of these nations into bugmen. These tensions would lead to a war against the Soviet Union, which would start in 1919 and around 1945 maybe. In between the war, Adolf Hitler, who has become a dog due to his hatred of non-Jewish races, would become the leader of the Germany somewhere in 1933, and disastrously lead the German war effort against the Soviet Union alongside the French, British, Americans, and Japanese, who all lead the war. Due to the Soviets convincing soldiers to go against their commanders, the superiority of the proletariat men against humans, or bugmen, and popular revolts against the Bugmans by the remaining humans of the world led to the defeat of anti-Soviet powers and the creation of a world socialist Soviet republic. A European Union would be created in the WSR, which would include these nations. After the proletariat men would convert the Bugmen back into humans, they would suffer a side effect of being red, or in some rare cases, green or yellow, which they would be given the label of red men or green men, or also in Korea, which is united under a Soviet republic, would be filled with cat people for some reason, IDK. Well, that was interesting. And so with that, the video has finally come to an end. You forgot to shut up!